Another day, another skate park. We are here in Peebles, the royal borough of Peebles in the Scottish borders. The drive down here was unbelievable. This is an incredibly beautiful part of Scotland. Rolling hills, mountains, valleys, rivers, even past a llama farm on the way here. I was like, right lads, coming to the skate park. Took about an hour and a half to get here from Glasgow, but it appears to be worth it. It's got a bowl section, a little bricked bank with coping on it. It's got an along and down box. It's got an along and down rail, a half moon, kind of ledgy, transition-y, grinding-y thing. This little bowl section here, and then it's got a quarter pipe at the back. It's pretty small, but it's a weekday and there's no one here, no kids. So I imagine at the weekend it would be pretty difficult to skate here if there's more than 4 or 5 people. But I've got this place to myself. I did see a skateboarder as I was driving into town. It looks like he was walking here, so he might be here at some point. But so far, it's just me and my dog. We're gonna take Dougal for a walk, and then I'm gonna get the skates on, try and get a bunch of tricks here. But so far, even though it's a really small skate park, it looks like a really well built and well designed one. The concrete's in really good condition, so I don't think it's that old. And looking forward to skating it. So yeah, let you know how I got on. Just got done at Peebles Skatepark. I managed to skate there for about 3 hours and it absolutely flew by. To be completely honest, the only reason I came here is because of an Instagram page called More Than Concrete. I think that's what it's called. And it had aerial shots of the skate park and they looked pretty good. I'd never been here before, so thought I'd give it a try. My favourite part was the street section, especially the along and down box and the along and down rail. They're just really well built, loads of fun. The concrete was really good quality, it hasn't aged much. It was made by Bendcrete, which make a bunch of skate parks in Scotland, and they're all really well built, really well made. The top was a little bit sticky. I got caught out in a couple of grinds, like a front farve where I just dug in and got flipped to the ground. But other than that, it was really good. There were a few obstacles that looked better than they were. One of them was the quarter at the back, which ended up not being a quarter. It's actually a bank with a transition at the top. Now, the ledge itself was okay, but the problem was it was so tight that in order to skate it, you're basically skating straight at it, which is fine for some tricks like alley-oop topsides, but not good for other tricks like just standard topsides, because you're having to kind of either jump straight at it or carve, and it was just a little bit awkward. Another one was the little kind of half moon thing. I thought that would be quite fun to skate, but it was actually just really difficult. The only thing I could get on it was a back royale and a top sole, and even then it was a bit of a mission. Another negative, or not really a negative, just a bit of a disappointment. The bowl area has got a nice curve and then it transitions down, and I was really hoping it would be fun to just do grinds round it and down it, but in order to get speed you have to go from the other end of the park, and the ramp at the other end of the park isn't really big enough. It's just a bank and quite a low one, so you're basically skating as hard as you can all the way across the park just to get round, and it was just an absolute mission in the blazing sun. The wind was against me. I think I did it for like 15 minutes and didn't get as far around as I wanted. I had so many failed attempts, it was unreal. And then it was just completely draining my energy, and I knew I wasn't going to be able to do anything else afterwards, so I just gave up. Another thing I didn't skate was the brick bank to coping on the top, just because coming from one end there's not enough run up to go up it and grind all the way along, and even coming from the other side that's got the quarter pipe's quite small, so you're not going to be able to grind all the way along it. You're just going to be able to do like a short grind, which isn't really that appealing to me, but if I did come back I probably would skate it, and there's definitely lines to be had, so if I came back with other people we could actually film more than one trick and it wouldn't just be dink 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 dink. I really liked the bowl section, but annoyingly I only skated the bowl at the end after I'd skated the park for like over 2 hours, and as soon as I started skating the bowl I started getting cramp. But it's really well built, got really nice lines in there. The shallow end is about 5 foot and the deep end is about 6 foot. Went for a little walk in town afterwards. Peebles is a really nice town, a little bit posh, get some nice outdoor pubs and stuff like that, so if you fancy going for a drink or food afterwards it's quite handy for that. There was a horse just tied up outside a pub, which was incredibly random. Dougal found his new favourite toy, which just so happens to be his favourite colour, so he randomly stumbled upon this in the park and has been throwing it around. I've just got cramp, oh my god, oh no. Getting cramp everywhere in my legs and now in my ribs. For being a really small park, it's got loads of features, definitely worth a visit. Although at one point a kid on a scooter came who looked like he just had a day off with his grandparents, and already the park started to feel a little bit claustrophobic because he was just kind of going all over the place, so you were having to like stand in the corner and wait that you weren't in any kind of danger zone to hit him or him hit me. So I imagine that if you came here on a Saturday or Sunday it would be quite intense. This is definitely the kind of place you want to come on a weekday when the kids are in school, and at lunchtime the kids come down and flock to the skate park, so thankfully I got finished just before the lunch bell. But overall, really positive experience. Peebles is in a really beautiful part of Scotland in the Scottish borders, surrounded by countryside and hills and nature. Dougal loved it, I loved it, so Peebles, thumbs up from me.